Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. We're excited that you've joined us as we have a conversation. We found that a good conversation allows us to share what's on our mind, whether current events, what's grinding our gears, or our pet peeves.
It also allows us to share our top 3, a list of our favorite things on any given subject, most of which are highly opinionated. In closing, we share a good word. Solid friendships are encouraging. Even if we joke and give each other a hard time, our ultimate responsibility is to uplift each other.
Our goal is that you'll feel like you're part of the conversation, like you were in the studio with us, and that you feel encouraged after tuning in to our podcast. It's time to join the conversation.
Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. This is Chet, Sears, your host, with Matt, Amos, and Troy, 3-Shot Trussell. We got a great show for you today. We are happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes.
Thanksgiving Day.
It is
Happy
upon us.
Thanksgiving. This episode is releasing on Thanksgiving Day. I guarantee you that we're not in the studio today because I think all of us are on the hook for cooking food for our family on this day.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Always cook deviled eggs, man. Here we go.
So, can you cook deviled eggs or do you prepare deviled eggs?
Well, you boil them.
You boil an egg. You don't boil a deviled egg.
Well, you boil the egg and then, I guess you prepare them.
You prepare deviled eggs for clarification purposes. I've never thought about that until just now. We're going to talk about what's on Troy's mind. Then we're going to get into the top 3 things you are thankful for. We're going to end that top 3 in a preposition. It's okay. It's our show. We do what we want.
Do what you want.
We do what we want here.
It fit in there. I mean, you could go top 3 things for which you're thankful.
Yes, you could, but we do what we want.
But it wouldn't fit in the little bar there without making them bigger. And I don't like the
hey, nobody's complaining here, man. It's us. It's us. We do it. It's our show. And if you don't like it, then you can still tune in, but just complain about it. And then Matt's going to close us out with a good word. So,
Yeah, I'd love it if people would complain about it in a review or leave a comment.
after you put 5 stars,
That's right. That'd be great.
it's like these boys are awesome, but they don't know how their grammar works.
That's
properly.
right. Their grammar is terrible.
Troy, what you got on your mind, man?
All right. So I've just been really noticing a lot of negativity lately
Okay.
and kind of getting me upset. So have you ever seen, those signs they put up on the highway that I believe they were for like weather alerts and amber alerts?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
kinda
yeah.
what-
The orange sign with
Yeah.
the digital, they put messages up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, those, I believe that's what they were for
They just
originally.
to communicate with people and they could change the message, right?
Yeah.
Because I pass by one every morning that says congestion ahead
Yeah.
because the North Junction isn't finished yet. And
There you
it's
go.
a disaster there.
Well, that's a nice message. It's saying, hey, watch out, be ready. When there's no traffic alerts that they need to put out there, and there's no amber alerts or anything that they need to put out there, no weather, they are putting out the worst messages
Click it, don't get a ticket.
I think anybody could put out.
What's the
They're
message?
just negative.
What do they say?
I got a list for you
Well, I know one.
That you've seen? Like
that
you
I have literally seen driving down the highway.
I know one for Halloween was drive safe. Don't leave them haunted or something.
Don't
like that.
leave them haunted. Drive sober. It's terrible. I don't like it.
All right.
Jail time is spooky. Drive sober. That's horrible. Has a negative connotation with it, and I don't like it. Drive high, get a DUI. Do you think the people that are driving high can even see the sign? Do they care?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's a
they
it's
can't.
a reminder for later tonight.
No, they can't care. They could care less. Running late, it can wait. Slow down. How about, hey, why don't you slow down a little bit?
That's what it's saying.
No, that's not what I'm hearing. I'm hearing negative speech. It gets me angry on the road.
Yeah?
And I get road rage because of these signs.
Yeah?
I'm sweating right now. It's not because of these lights, because they don't even put off heat.
What do they need to say?
I'm angry.
What do they need to say?
They need to be positive.
But how's it being positive is not driving drunk?
Driving fast kills innocent people. Like, why do you have to put the word kills in there? How about, hey, have a great day. Drive safe.
Wounds innocent people.
Drive safe. Have a great day. Have a great day at work during your commute to work.
And technically that's inaccurate.
Hey, hope you have a great day at work today.
Coming to a sudden stop is what kills people, not the driving fast.
See, and now you're even pointing out inaccuracies. Whoever is in charge of these messages needs to be fired.
No, just training. Don't jump straight to fire. That's so negative.
I know, it's because these signs. They got me in that mood. I'm ready to fire this guy.
What are some good ones? Did you do
I haven't seen any, Chet.
Huh?
No good ones. I have not seen.
I bet there's good ones out there.
Not here.
Not in Wichita.
The signs I'm used to reading from Louisiana, they had one. Of course, it wasn't electronic or whatever. It was the yellow
Caution sign?
Caution signs. It says caution, substandard roadway.
Yeah, you mentioned that one before.
Yeah, that's like, we're going to beat up your car because we haven't repaired the roads.
And that's a good caution. I'm all for caution signs and caution things, but let's get a little bit more positive.
But you need to, we should. How
about love your neighbor? Slow down a little bit. Huh? Instead of driving fast kills other people. Innocent people. I mean, I'm not saying some of these aren't true, because they are true, but can't they be stated a different way?
Don't drive high. People care about you. Huh?
It doesn't rhyme with DUI, though.
It doesn't have to rhyme.
I know.
You're saying
but
be
that's
positive.
What
Are you saying be positive and rhyme?
No, I'm not.
You have
saying,
to do both.
I'm not saying rhyme. I'm just saying he or she was rhyming when they wrote that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about happy holidays? Be safe. Or
yeah.
Have a great time tonight trick or treating. That's it. Just say, have a great time, or be safe trick or treating tonight, instead of jail time is spooky.
Here's a good one. In a traffic zone, or a construction area, it just says, "You'll never get to work on time." Ha 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 ha. That's funny.
I would rather see that than drive high, get a DUI.
But do they? I don't know.
People that are getting high, they don't care. Why are we even talking to those people on the road with a road sign?
I don't know what to tell you, man. I'd like to argue with you right now, but I don't find very.
Well, let's argue. Let's argue about negative people on social media.
Oh, so we're not just limiting this to road signs?
No, that's where it starts for me. That's where
you got up this morning and saw that road sign, and then automatically negative.
Yeah.
Automatically
just got
You're an aggressive driver too, though. You just need to relax behind the wheel.
I do pretty well.
It doesn't sound like it.
Well,
like one sign set you off.
I set my cruise. No, this is like a whole host of signs over 2 months' time. I've been writing all these down.
Yeah, but
so it's been a while.
But I
just started thinking,
it's just like wearing
after
on
I
you.
saw the fifth one, it's like, good grief.
It shouldn't wear on you like that.
Who is this idiot that's writing these signs? All right, so negativity in general in this day and age is prevalent on social media. So prevalent, Matt took a year off from commenting to people.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so negative. So I have some general tips to help people not be so negative.
Okay.
Would you like to hear my list?
Before that, can I give you some good positive road signs?
I would love to hear them.
All right. If you miss your exit, it's okay. We made more up ahead.
Hey, I like that.
Right? It's instead of saying don't swerve over at the last minute, it's like, hey, it's all right. We made some more up there.
I'm digging it. Where was that? What state?
Georgia.
I like it.
Better late than never.
It's that Southern hospitality.
Better late than never. That's true. Just, it's okay to be late. If you're going to risk your life to get there on time, don't do that. Drive like your mama is watching. That's pretty positive if you had a good mama.
Yeah.
You are allowed to use turn signals.
Hey,
Yeah?
that's a good
Huh?
that's a good take on a
Yeah.
rule there.
Yeah. How about you look great, but the selfie can wait?
That's a good one.
Yeah?
That's a good one.
All right.
I did see one the other day that I didn't write down because I was in my car, and I forgot about it until you just said that. It was something about put down the phone, stop texting right now, put down or something like that. It was negative.
This is better. Looking at the road is a great way to stay on it.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. How about no one wants to see traffic on Snapchat, Karen?
That's kind of negative.
Nah, unless your name's Karen. Here, back to the drugs. Driving half lit is not very bright.
That's more creative.
Yeah, yeah.
Still, I don't know why we're talking to these people
Don't
on the road.
spend the new year in jail. That's negative.
Yep.
Don't be a turkey and drive basted. I've never described somebody as basted. Have you?
See, the person writing that
What's the problem with driving
was
with some
high.
oil all over you?
the person that wrote that was high.
If you don't wear a seatbelt, please be an organ donor. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I might be able to see where you're coming from a little bit on that though, because they seem more like threats.
Yeah. Like if you don't stop doing this, you're gonna die, or
avoid the.
Or you're gonna end up in jail.
Avoid destruction. Mind the construction. I'm with you. Like you need positivity to help.
Yeah.
Encourage good behavior, not negativity to discourage bad behavior. Positivity to encourage good behavior.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
That's where I'm going.
I distracted you from your list.
Yeah.
I apologize for that, and I'm really looking forward to the list.
That's great. So the number one thing you can do is you can arm yourself with positives. So before you go out into the world, think of positive things.
I can't help but think about a skit right now.
Let's hear it.
You know what I'm thinking. I'm good enough.
Oh yeah, we've said that before on the show before.
I'm smart enough.
Well, it's
Gosh, darn
Stuart
it.
Smiley.
People like me.
So before walking out into the world, think of some positive things while you're getting ready in the morning. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that could be hard to do with 5 kids at home, but hey,
Not in the morning because they're all up already and excited
into
to be
going to school.
part of the day.
That's right.
Eat their cinnamon
man.
toast crunch.
That's right. Number 2, choose not to mirror other people that are negative, especially.
So one of the things that burns me up on driving traffic in general is like when somebody does something to upset you, like then it's all of a sudden your job to do something to upset them. What in the world is all that about?
Yeah. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Don't choose that path.
No, go a different route.
Yep.
I see what I did there.
It's negative. Go a different route. This one makes you angry.
Go a better route.
Go a better route.
Number 3, allow others to talk your ear off without them ruffling your feathers.
I don't. No.
Without,
Basically, you're saying tune them out.
no, I'm saying listen, but don't respond negatively if they're coming at you.
Oh, there's a lot of non-response that goes on in some cases, but I'm negative in my head.
Well, yeah.
I'm just keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah. Well, it's not always. He goes on to say, this is a good article, by the way.
Who wrote it?
A guy.
Yeah. What's his name? Let's give him some credit here.
I will when I get down to the end.
Where was
Okay.
it written?
It was on the interwebs. on tinybuddha.com.
Tiny Buddah.
Perfect.
I can't believe I didn't come across there because I visit Tiny Buddah every day.
How to keep your
I must have
spirits
missed
up,
that one.
even if you're bombarded with negativity all day.
Yeah.
That was the search that I found it in. But it's really good article.
Who wrote it?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But so we're on number 3, right?
Yeah, we should have gone alphabetically because I'm getting confused. Like I feel like we're in the top 3 right now, and I have to provide the same. It's the top 3 things that make you positive.
You don't have to. I should have done it as a
alphabet. D.
Yeah.
Go with D.
Okay, we'll go with D. But allowing others to talk your ear off, he prefaces it with it's not always healthy to listen to somebody vent.
Yeah.
So if somebody's venting, you need to set boundaries to be able to get away from that. So you don't have to just sit there and listen. D. Got me off.
I thought that was D. E.
We should be E.
That was
We really screwed this up.
Yeah, you did. So D.
We just turned it from math to algebra.
I know. It's wild. Kindly compliment others whom you dislike. Or I would say just don't put yourself around them. But if you have to be around them, maybe compliment them.
Troy, you look great today.
He dislikes
Have
me?
I told you how great this this What's on Your Mind is lately?
That's good. E, treat yourself when you feel the negativity getting to you.
Like ice cream?
It could be ice cream. It could be going to see a movie. It could be buying a book.
It can't be going to see a movie if you drive on a road that has signs.
Well, that might not be something that set me off that day. I don't get set off every day by these signs.
So there's a lot of families sitting around right now listening to this podcast, looking at each other like
the listen one is what everybody's using right now. They're just wanting
100%.
to go off on a relative.
so the best ways I've found is like, that's crazy. No kidding.
Yeah, over and over again.
Yep.
Is this why we all cook during the holidays?
It's
So you can stay in the kitchen?
I got to go check on the turkey.
I got to go check the meat. Hold on. I got to make sure that everything's turning out all right out there. Hold on.
Yep.
Oh,
hold that thought. I'll be right back. I'm cooking for 50 people right now.
Oh man, my smoker's got a shutdown cycle, and I got to stay out there the whole time
To keep it on.
to make sure that it shuts down properly.
It's awful windy today. I gotta monitor the temperatures.
That's
out
not positive. That's negative thoughts. Those are negative thoughts.
What
No,
is?
that's like getting away from that's not trying to get away from the people that you're
that's
trying
treating-
not to mirror.
That's E. That's action E.
Am I treating myself
Yeah, treat yourself.
to a break?
Treat yourself. Need some fresh air.
Yeah, you're choosing to separate yourself so you don't mirror their actions and turn into negative Nancy.
Like you could take up smoking. You're like, I gotta go have a cigarette.
Hey, at Thanksgiving, I used to steal cigarettes out of my aunt's
Did you really?
purse. And I'd go out to the woods and smoke them.
No way.
Yeah, I would. Oh, man, that's funny. Thanksgiving memories.
That is funny.
That's good stuff. Yeah, she told me later in life that
She knew.
she knew.
Yeah, that it was you or that somebody was stealing.
She
them?
knew it was me,
Yeah.
but she wouldn't dare tell. That's hilarious. Sorry about that, Mom. All right. That's all of them.
And lungs.
So if you want this list, we'll put the link in the show notes. The author is Perry Monzano. He's
Really?
Yeah. You heard of him?
Old man Monzano's kid.
Yeah. Personal growth blogger.
You like that joke.
I've used that one a couple times.
I love it. That's the only reason I asked you who wrote it, so I could throw that in.
So you could throw that joke in there. That was good. Yeah. So I don't know. Be positive.
I use that joke all the time. I was like, hey, do you know Todd Smith? Old man Smith's boy? I think I do.
Oh man.
All right. Thank you, Troy. We're going to take a brief commercial break, and we will be back with our top 3 things we are thankful for.
things for which we are thankful for the grammatically.
No, I don't care. I don't care today. Be thankful you're just that we can talk.
Okay.
Are you driving traffic to your website? Do you have an engaging homepage? Better yet, does your homepage have a video? We recently created a video for a client about his business and the services they provide. Since he placed the video on the homepage of their website, he has had a number of clients specifically say they decided to use his services because of that video. At Trussell Media, we help businesses create engaging videos to host on their websites, email to clients, and use in their social media marketing. Contact us if you're interested in creating a video for your homepage today. TrussellMedia.com. Fill out the form at TrussellMedia.com/contact. Let us help you tell your story through video.
And we're back. Top 3 things for which we are thankful. Matt,
You are full of
Fire away.
Thanksgiving dinner, aren't you?
What? It's full of that could have gone so many ways. All right, number 3. I'm thankful for my deer camp,
Ah, yes.
my fortress of solitude. Because the next 2, once I've had enough of them, even though I'm thankful for them, it's nice to retreat to the old deer camp. Number 2, I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful that I've got a roof over my head and that I don't have a mortgage because an organization called Homes for Our Troops took care of that for me. And so no matter what happens in this economy, whatever happened, I'll still have a place to call home that I can get around in my wheelchair for when they can't service my legs anymore. Not going negative, just saying when the economy collapses,
It's good.
you know.
Positive.
Yeah.
And then number 1, with the exception of the people at this table, I am thankful for my family and friends.
Wow.
Because with those, I mean, the other 2 are nice to have, but the one, anytime something goes wrong, you need somebody to talk to, you can always lean on these people, and they're always there for you. So that's my number 1.
Excuse me while I just wipe away that tear.
I didn't include you. Was it because I didn't include you?
Oh, if you didn't say that, you would have started crying talking about us. I know your ways.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a real crier.
Top 3. That was pretty quick. You just burned through those.
Burned right through them.
All right.
It's Thanksgiving dinner. I'm hungry.
Starving.
All right. My number 3 is thankful for provision through a job. Many of the listeners that we have may be similar to me and have been through some crazy COVID times with lots of things changing from a career perspective, and just to have the opportunity to work hard and to provide for your family I'm very thankful for that, and never take that for granted. Number 2, great people in my life. So that's kind of like your friends and family deal. I'm very thankful for just having some awesome people, and that goes back a long way, and it happens currently too. I mean, there's some really cool people that I've gotten to know in the last few years, and becoming a really strong part of my life. And then there are some folks that have been around for 20, 30 years that are still strong and a good influence in my life. And I'm very thankful for that. Number 1, being raised in a home that loves the Lord and having the ability to do the same for my kids. I just think, above all else, that what put me on the path that I'm on was my home life. And I think that was just fantastic. I'm so thankful. May not have been at the time. In fact, I used to run away a lot, which was pretty cool. I guess, that 12 to 14 years old, 13 years old.
You pack your little bag and leave?
It was happened several times. And like one time.
Did that happen on Christmas when you didn't get the toy you wanted?
No, I would pout, and then I got sent to my room.
And then you'd run away.
Happen. I didn't run away on Christmas. But the one time that I really, I'd always like throw stuff in a bag, but one time I literally packed a suitcase, and I had a long driveway, and then you could see the road a little bit out of the way. And so I made a point, I'm walking with my suitcase down all the way down the driveway, got on the road, walked all the way out of sight. And I went, I don't know how far, probably over a mile. And I'm thinking, I'm done, and then, and I'm like, oh, why hadn't they come driving up after me yet? Like, somebody should come get me by now. And then I was like, I just stopped and sat under a bridge by a little creek there. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? And then I'm like, man, I'm starting to get hungry. So then I snuck back in, like, covertly. I didn't walk down the street. I was like walking in the woods next to the street, and got all the way back. And I came all the way from back of our property and sat under the kitchen window. And my mom, my dad, my sister were just acting like nothing had happened. And my mom's getting dinner ready. And, they're not like, oh my gosh, I missed it. Where's our son? What are you going to do? And nothing. It was just like, yeah, whatever. Dinner's going to be ready in about 5 minutes, and okay, everything going on in the house. I'm like, well, this stinks. I'll just sit there on the window with my suitcase. But as bad as I thought it was at certain times in my life, I really am so thankful for the home that I was raised in, and what my parents went through to help provide, and above all else, to have me in church and have Bible lessons at home, pray at every meal, eat meals together, which a lot of people don't do. But we had a really strong bond through all of that. So very thankful for it.
Very good.
All right, Troy.
Those treks down the street, those are always what started all those? Just you're like out, like, I'm ticked off. I'm out of here. Like,
so this is going to turn into a counseling session. I would get so mad, and maybe that I'm figuring out why my daughter gets some of this, but like I jumped out of the car one time while I was driving, like I'm out, like something set me off, and I'm like, I'm done with this, and I bailed out of that joker in a turn where she was having to go slow. But yeah, I don't know.
What did your mom do when you like bailed out of the car?
She got mad at me for that.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff, I think after the first time, she's like, whatever.
He'll be back.
He's coming back.
He's under the bridge with his knapsack.
Yeah. That has funny. A brown suitcase, had a red piece of red tape on it. I remember it to this day. I don't know what I had in it, but I packed that thing up,
That's awesome. All right. Yeah. Excuse me. Number 3, I'm thankful that I live in a country that allows me the freedoms to enjoy life the way everyone should be able to. I'm able to be a business owner, start my own business, and have freedoms. Number 2, I'm thankful for 5 healthy kids and the opportunity to raise them well. Kind of like you were talking about, Chet, just having dinner time and spending, as much time as I can with them as a family to try to get them in the short amount of time that we have together when they're kids and young, try to get them prepared for what's to come. I'm thankful.
Oh, it seems long on some nights.
Oh, it does. It does. But
short.
I know it'll be here before we know it, So thankful for that. And number 1, thankful for Hannah, my wife. Yeah, without her, we just celebrated our 13th year together. Without her, I don't know where it'd be. We've been through a lot together over the past 13 years and couldn't see it, my life doing it without her. So, yeah, she's definitely number 1.
Awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Matt, wipe those tears off your face.
Yep.
And give us your good word.
So the good word for today is give thanks, and it comes out of 1 Thessalonians 5:18.
Shocker.
Yep. It says, in all things give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. And basically, it's not really meant for the good times, when things are going well. So to give thanks, man, I just won the Powerball, I don't even know if it's been won yet. I haven't paid attention, but oh man, got $2 million and I'm really thankful, No, I mean, that's not, that's easy to be thankful when times are good. It's challenging to be thankful when things aren't necessarily going your way. And so it's looking for those things to be thankful for in those times of negativity. So it kind of ties into your what's on your mind, actually, which wasn't really planned that way. So maybe it's fortuitous that it was done that way. But anyway, that's the good word is give thanks, especially today as you celebrate with your family. And even though some of those conversations may not be going the way you want them to go, find something about that person to be thankful for and enjoy your time with your friends and family.
And to kind of piggyback on that, one of the things about Thanksgiving that it may get overlooked, I'm not sure, but I try not to overlook it. And you kind of go through our top threes as well. It's really just understanding that other factors that are outside of our control, it could be other people, like, this easy one would be Hannah, right? Like, you're thankful for her. You're acknowledging that a lot of the good things that are going on in your life when we talk about family and friends. It's not, you didn't do that, right? That's somebody else and so just taking the time to acknowledge that there are things that have happened that have benefited us, freedom, that, it's not up to us. So the kind of humility comes with Thanksgiving as well, which I think is very important.
All right. Well,
thank you, Matt.
That wraps this one up.
Happy Thanksgiving.
If you're driving, don't be a turkey and get basted. That was the best sign. I love it. Thanks for listening to the Hardheaded Podcast. Don't forget to share this podcast with others to help us get the word out.
Also, if you haven't yet, please rate and review the show. This helps our podcast show up in other people's suggested shows that may or may not have listened to us before.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.